Hi, it's Dan here. It's been quite a long time since I had a girlfriend, and actually, I haven't been on a date in a real long time. So I thought maybe it's about time that I start to look for someone. So I thought maybe I'll make a video, kind of describe myself and talk about the kind of woman I'm looking for. So about myself, I'm really easygoing, and I like to laugh and joke around a lot, and I'm not all that picky, I guess. I just want someone that's kind of nice and likes to laugh, and that would uh, kind of get along with me really well. Um, Let me see. Yeah, well, I guess there's a few things maybe like religion. That's kind of important, right? You don't want to be dating someone and you're like Jewish and you find out they're like a Muslim or something, and you want to kill each other. That's maybe not so good. So maybe you should talk about religion first. So I'm like not a Christian. I know I'm American and I grew up in like a small town here, but I'm not Christian. So if you're like Christian and you're real big into like Jesus and stuff like that, then maybe it won't work out too well. Because like if you're like Jesus loves you, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know about that. I never met Jesus. I'm not sure how much he loves me or not. And if you're like, oh, God bless you and all that kind of stuff, then if you sneeze, that's okay. Then God bless you. But if you're like God blessing everything that happens, then maybe that wouldn't work out too good. So yeah, Christian, yeah, I don't know, maybe that wouldn't work out too well. And even like Jewish, maybe not, because I'm not like big on the whole God thing. I'm kind of not like one of these God people. So so actually like any God kind of religion maybe like wouldn't work out too well. So like Muslims maybe not either. So but like my own religion, well, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's a little bit like Zen, kind of like Zen, maybe a little bit like Zen. So if you're Zen is okay, that's Zen. Except, well, I don't I don't do the meditation thing. I don't like stare at the wall, the sitting there, and counting your breaths. One, two. I don't like do that kind of stuff. Um, so kind of like Zen without the meditation thing, without the staring at the wall. That would be good, kind of like that. Um, but kind of like what stuff I'm interested in is not very popular or well known. It's known as non-duality. It's also known as Advaita, which is like an Indian word. So if you're like a non-dual Advaita, kind of like Zen, no meditation person, then would probably get along really well. So let's see. So religion and like politics. Yeah, politics. Well, I'm pretty liberal. I know that I'm like a middle-aged white dude, but I'm not conservative really. So if you're into like Fox News, if you think like Rush Limbaugh is really cool, and like Sean Hannity is a neat dude, then we probably wouldn't like get along too well. So no conservative. That's not good either. So like liberal. Yeah, I mean like I'm not even like really a Democrat because I think Democrats are even like a little like too conservative for me. So I'm more like left of Democrats even, kind of like I don't know, not communist. I'm not like a communist, like Karl Marx. I don't have a copy of Das Kapital in my bookshelf or anything, but kind of like left of like liberal Democrat kind of stuff. So if you're conservative, like Republican kind of person, then maybe like that wouldn't work out too well either. But otherwise, I'm very open-minded. I'm not so picky. Oh, and then like food. Food's important because well, I'm kind of like a vegetarian. I don't eat meat. No meat, no chicken or pork or bacon or eggs or anything like that. So, maybe if like you're like a big meat eater, it won't work out too well, because having meals together is kind of important, right? So if we're having dinner and you're eating like a big steak and there's like blood dripping off your mouth and then you want to like kiss me or something, then I don't know, I might like kind of freak out, because I'd be eating like my potato. So I'm like vegetarian, but I'm kind of really like vegan. I don't even eat like cheese or eggs or anything like that. So yeah, so even if you're vegetarian, if you eat lots of cheese and egg yolks dripping off your face and cheese and drinking milk, then I don't know, that might not work out too well. So I'm kind of like vegan, except for I don't really eat oil. I stopped eating oil a while ago. So if you're vegan and you have lots of fried tofu and oily olive oil mess, if you're like eating and oil's dripping off your face, then that might kind of gross me out too. So if you're like vegan without any oil, then we would kind of get along, I think. But I'm not that picky, or choosy or anything. I'm very easygoing. So um, yeah. So basically, uh, if your religion, if you're like non-duality kind of Zen without the meditation type person, and if you're like really really liberal but not like a communist kind of liberal, a little bit not quite the communist. And then if you eat like potatoes and broccoli all the time, you know, not big hunks of meat or anything, that would be good. So that's kind of like who I'm looking for. So like I said, I'm very open-minded about stuff. So if you're interested, like leave a comment in the comment section. I'll get in touch and maybe we can hook up or something. Okay. All right.